spooky fairy. Hello everybody, in this video I want to talk about my new pistol. And you actually told me to unlock it, so I decided to unlock it. And as you can see, this is the Comrade's Hammer, and this is my highest DPS pistol right now. The highest DPS weapon in general. It's a tech weapon. It's got great stats, and I played with this a bit and want to see if it's good or not. Yeah, I'm going to talk about this weapon, my impressions, and I also want to talk about some end-game issues that I have in just a moment. So basically, this is a slow-firing weapon. You only have one bullet in your magazine, but when you hit something, you're going to hit a punch. It's going to hit a lot. You look at this 3.5k DPS. Now, this is just bad. This is 100% crit damage, 125 crit damage. You have burn chance 10%. I wanted more, but it's okay. And headshot damage multiplier is 6.38. Just crazy. But the thing is, the reload speed is quite slow. You can speed it up, but in some abilities. But still, it feels like I want to shoot when I'm shooting. But the thing is that in this game, usually you're gonna find something like this, like 5, 6. Sometimes even less enemies spread around a bit and just shoot them one by one, right? There's no need for like any AoE because they're spread. Some of them are running, coming towards you with melee. So in terms of how it fits the game, in terms of the spread of enemies, it fits well. But it feels more like taking enemies like with a sniper rifle. And some actually enjoy doing this, putting a silencer on, using the Overwatch sniper rifle. It comes with the custom different silencer, and just take a step back and just eliminate enemies like this. It's very easy to do so. Now it also depends with difficulty you do it, because if I play it on very hard, the extra punch actually feels that it's important. You can't miss with this weapon on very hard, because if you're going close, relatively close range, and you miss, you probably gonna get shot with several directions. Sometimes one enemy can get you with one shot, hit you half health, and you can die. Although between us there are plenty of places where you can hide. And the good thing about this weapon is that you can shoot enemies through cover. And I'm going to show you this. You're going to see it in soon. So you actually don't need to expose yourself, but it's pretty fun to play with a weapon like this. By the way, regarding charging up the weapon, it doesn't work on this weapon. I think it's a bug. If you know why, we just charge up by default 100%. I don't know, because for some reason I couldn't charge it up. If you charge it up, you can deal more damage basically, but you can't hold and just release. I don't know, it doesn't work. Now, compared to my crush pistol, revolver, I enjoy playing with the crush revolver more. It just feels better. It just feels like an old machine. You're shooting like a pistol from, I don't know, an old one. Still, it has a punch. I think it's more psychologically that I'm enjoying this, because I know it has high DPS and it does deal lots of damage. Overall, I think that it's just less fun to use in general. I mean, there are some guns that just feel great in terms of sound effect, but this one really, I don't like the sound effect. Just doesn't feel good. And again, I know people like high DPS weapons, so to maximize everything. But there's always excessive damage anyway. I mean, every enemy is going to shoot with this weapon. It doesn't matter if you're shooting any part of the body, they're going to be gone like in a second. So in terms of gameplay, it's not bad, because as I told you, you see the spread of the enemies. It's just a few enemies, shoot them, and that's it. When you're using fast-firing weapon, it feels like a waste in this game. That's why I didn't play assault rifle. When I started playing, I already knew that it's just. Sometimes when I have close engagements, I want to shoot fast. But again, if you're close engagement, somebody closing on you, you're already, in their face with a pistol, for example, you just eliminate them. And this is why I didn't play with assault rifle. I enjoy playing more with a precise weapon like sniper rifles and pistols, but then playing with assault rifles or submachine guns. But there is, sometimes they use submachine guns, but if they have something interesting, and there are some with interesting perks. Now, while playing with this weapon, I actually reached my handguns level 20, which is great. I was so happy. But the thing is that after you max out everything, you can max out the entire skill tree, because you can unlock everything now. I told myself, well, why? What there is in the end game content. I'm not talking about I'm finished the game already. Yeah, I'm just saying end game after you finish. the campaign, what else you have there? Well, not a lot, unfortunately. Here you can see the comparison. I'm going to talk about it in a second. Here you can see comparing, my two favorite weapons. I can call it two favorite weapons. The Archangel and the Comrade's hammer. You can see. I personally prefer playing with the Archangel in general. If you just run, try to get the highest DPS and just, that's what makes you feel good, well, you're probably gonna go with the Comrades. And some people actually enjoy this one. But I personally feel that I more enjoy playing with the Archangel in general. It's still a very, very powerful weapon. And as I said, I knew it from the get-go that this pistol is gonna be very, very powerful. The moment I try them, I usually don't play pistol because I'm not such a good aimer. Although you have abilities here that helps you out, like the slowdown motion, the bullet time ability. But overall, I don't play with pistol. But in this game, I really enjoy this, and I was quite surprised, to be honest. But if you consider the time that it takes you to aim to, and hit moving enemies, you're gonna find out that the Comrade's hammer is overall, it might be a better choice for you because you're shooting once. You can wait a bit. That even with the Archangel, you're gonna find that by the time you get to the second enemy, it takes time. So by this time, you're gonna reload the Comrade's hammer anyway. So, if you think about this, it really, in terms of how much, the attack per second in the Comrade's hammer is 0.38, and the Archangel is 1.38. Sometimes, however, you'll be able, if the enemies are close to you, be able to eliminate several enemies faster. And if you consider the time it takes you to eliminate several enemies faster, the Archangel will be better. And this is part of the fun. Sometimes it's fun to just go. And the thing is that you can't do it with a Comrade's hammer because you need to shoot, reload, and shoot again. With the Archangel, you will be able to do this. And this is, I think, one of the big differences when you use the Archangel versus the Comrade's hammer. In terms of gameplay, it feels more fun doing so. If you have two enemies, you don't just shoot and then dance around and then wait for the for the weapon to reload and then shoot the next enemy. So in that aspect, again, I recommend Archangel if you find this type of gameplay that this fits your gameplay style. So for me, yeah, that's why I love it. But I definitely don't like weapons that you need to shoot several times. And the whole idea that I chose the pistol because I want to do those headshots, put them in, and I enjoy this manual shooting to the head, get it in, and deals a lot of damage. I mean, that's the reason I'm using pistols. And I'm not using smart pistols because I really enjoy the aim. If not, it just feels like, I don't know, it's boring when you kind of cheating your way with a smart pistol. But in some ways, depends on the weapon, it's quite fun. I enjoy seeing damage ticking with an ability and some perks taking place with submachine guns. But overall, most of the time I play with pistols. You can see that I maxed out the handguns tree, the level of my handguns, so I can actually unlock every single ability. And this, the one that I chose, this one is because again, this is the one that I was waiting for, to be honest. This is the one that I was waiting for a long time. It's called The Good, the Bad and the Ugly after a successful crit hit with a pistol, and this happens all the time. Remember, we have 100% crit chance. Or a revolver, damage and armor increase by 30% for 5 seconds. Which is nice because when I'm doing and by the way, plus 1% per perk level. The reason I wanted this is because when I'm doing the very hard, they hit me hard. So I really wanted to just go in and just enjoy this, being more resilient to damage and eliminate them rather than just hiding all the time. This just fits my playstyle, and that's why I wanted to do it. Yeah, so basically I maxed out the entire skill tree eventually, and but the question we need to ask is, alright, right now, what are we going to do with it? Well, the problem is that there's not a lot to do. If you look at the kind of, those missions, the rather scan, the police missions that you have that are spread around the city, I have, like, in the entire city, entire map, I have, like, 2. Sometimes I search, I see 1. And it's crazy. I need to travel so much, such a distance just to get into a place where maybe I want to find even enemies, just a body to check. Or I'm going to find like 3 enemies and that's all. Although you can search for in some shady areas, there will be some enemies that are wanted, and you can actually eliminate them without alerting the police, because actually the police want them. They are wanted by the police. Sorry. But overall, look at the map. I'm searching for some, cyan ones just to go and shoot. What? This end game, I finally maximize my end pistols, level 20. I unlock all the abilities there. But once I did it, I've really nothing to enjoy those guns. What I'm gonna do now? There are no raids that I need to go to with friends. There are no, big bosses that can fight and enjoy this really high DPS that we all love, very high DPS weapons. What are they gonna do now with this powerful pistol? Huh, nothing. And again, if you go with and fighting those, again, these are cheap enemies. You're gonna eliminate them just shooting their finger. They can't survive anything. It doesn't matter which weapon you shoot with them at this level. It's just a joke. So what I'm going to do, and this is one of the problems that you go and try to find great weapons, but the entire city you always have nothing to do. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. Here we can see just two. So we went to this area, and actually I realized that one of them I actually haven't finished. It's just flat, and I need to find something, and I didn't. Here you can find people you can actually shoot. Those with the yellow. But again, this is scan them in one and two enemies. You're gonna shoot one, you're gonna shoot the second one. Nice, great. Right, what next? I want the entire city to have lots of things like that, so I can actually know it's some hard ones. But great. This is one of the problems that I have right now, that other than just going to another playthrough, which I'm going to do today, because again, reaching to this point where I finally maximized the tree, I have nothing to do with it. Until I did it, and it took me some time. By the way, I played this game for 100 hours, more than 100 hours. I spent time, and finally we'll be able to unlock things. We have nothing to do with them, in most part. Yeah, so this is it. Now, between the two guns, again, my favorite is Archangel so far, and I try many guns. If not all of them. I don't think I missed anything. Try many of the pistols. Most of them, and the Archangel now is still my favorite weapon, leaving the big numbers aside, right? You want to enjoy playing with the weapon of your choice, so it's not like I just go with the one with the highest numbers. It doesn't make sense to me. I want to enjoy it. I'm not trying to impress anyone. Yeah, so that's it. Sharing my experience. I'm gonna go probably try I'm gonna run a new game and try to the other type of weapons in this game. Assault rifles, melee, do more hacking, do something else in the game. But after finishing game, in terms of endgame content, after you finish the game, there's nothing else to do. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this one. So again, this is my first impression of this cool pistol with a weird sound. The Comrade's, the Comrade's hammer, a legendary iconic weapon. And although again, it's nice to have weapons with high DPS, and at this point, I have nothing really to do with this. Just running away and spending time searching for enemies to shoot and almost finding nothing. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. More coming, so make sure you subscribe to my channel. I see you very soon on the next video. Cheers. Bye bye.